Friends, students, and enthusiasts. So we have I have come up with one more project. Since it is all project season and students are doing project, they are asking for projects, some new ideas and all. So I've come up with a new idea that is a smart home automation and security system. That is combination of smart home and security system. Here, what I have done is I have used two ESP32. That is the main difference. So I've used one ESP32-S3, not S3. We can use S3 also. We can use C3 also. That is mini or super mini. And also I've used an ESP32-CAM module. So this project is using both the module. So we will discuss and then we'll go to our labs and we will see what are the things and how it works. All right. So project feature is motion is detected using PIR. We can use PIR and IR also. In my case, I have used IR sensor. So live video streaming that is done with the help of ESP32-CAM. Intruder alert, that is buzzer and LED. Since I have only used in my project only LEDs, you can use buzzer also because I have given provision in the codes. So that will is connected to ESP32C3. Right? Okay. Remote device control, that is light fan via web. Please remember it is based on web server also. So you can control your devices with the help of your mobile phone or any computer. That is the main point. That is all. That is, we call it as home automation or automation. Right? We are controlling the system. Let it be any device. Two devices I have connected here. Two devices will be controlled here. Then you have live video streaming also. Live video streaming, in a sense, that is done by ESP32. That means whenever there is a intruder is coming or this thing, it will be giving an alert. There is an alert system and it will be alerting to the ESP32-CAM. So that also have given it. Then automation remote control, I have already discussed. Then captures the image. You can capture the image if it is necessary. The photograph you can capture. That means I have provided with one button. Apart from the intruder alert, that is somebody comes in front of PIR or IR sensor, the photograph is, the camera starts. Apart from that, there is another button on your camera system also, that is the web server or the module which will be handling the camera. Camera module is handled separately and ESP32C3 module, that is home automation, is module separately. Both the thing you can control. Okay, please remember that. Okay, so system overview is you have ESP32C3 mini main controller that is automation plus sensor. ESP32-CAM video streaming for image, as we have already discussed. PIR or IR sensor detect human motion, that is it will detect the motion, or if anybody comes, it will give you this thing. And LED and your buzzer are for alert system. Then you have two relays. We can connect two relays, or I have connected, in my case, I have just shown it on the LED that controls the appliances on with the help of a web dashboard. That is, there are switches over here. Okay, so this is the main system. Okay, so what are the components required? You can see on the right hand side what are the components we have used. It is ESP32C3 mini or super mini. It is a small board, please remember. And ESP32-CAM, right? Okay, both of them belongs to ESP32 family, but the difference is CAM and this thing. Now you must be thinking, okay, why I have not used only CAM for giving connection or doing this project altogether? Please remember, ESP32-CAM, you have limited GPIO pins for working. That is the reason what I have done is I was having a small C3 that is also very small module, and the camera module is so small, so I have used it. And I thought we will combine it together and make a project, so that you will get some idea, new ideas, and you can work on it. Okay, so PIR sensor or IR sensor, I have used buzzer, LED, registers, two-channel relay. If you want to use it, you can use it. An FTDI module for ESP32. Please remember FTDI module. Here I have given in the picture, but I have used this FTDI module. Okay, this you get it in the market, which is having a IC that is FT232 IC. Okay, what is this IC actually? It is USB to UART serial interface conversion IC. So this is the module which will do that work. Okay, please remember that is the work. So you can get this module. Just you have to fix the camera module on the top of this. It has a USB connection and a reset pin also. It has a reset pin also. Okay, so this is about the component part. And please remember, you have to use separate power supply. 5 volt is compulsory for CAM module, right? It will take a lot of power while generating that. That means you have to use compulsory power. In my case, I've used two batteries. That is, I've used two batteries. That is 18650, right? Rechargeable battery of 3.7 volt, two batteries. So it comes to 7.2 volts or something like that. I've used one regulator, 7805, positive regulator, and I've given connection to those to my camera. Okay, so this is these are the components what I have used, and this is a small circuit from where you can just make it out. In this circuit, I have not given the relay modules. Okay, so please remember, please connect relay modules to ESP32C3, that is pin number 7 and 8, which I will be sharing, or I will be putting it in the codes also. So in the codes, I will be share. You can see what are the connections and how to give the connection. Just for a rough idea, from ChatGPT, I have made this diagram, and you can follow this diagram. One more thing, 1000 microfarad capacitor, you have to use it for filter purpose because you are using ESP32-CAM. So two microcontrollers, one is ESP32 and one is ESP32-CAM. Okay, right. So this is so this will give you a little idea about it. Now the working principle. PIR detects the motion, or IR detects the motion. It gives to S3 or C3, that is ESP32. Turn on buzzer and LED. If the values, if somebody intruder is there, it will turn on the buzzer and the LED also. Send alert to web page. Okay, it will send alert to web page also. In the web page also, you can see whether the intruder is there or not. Okay. Now then triggers the ESP32. It's not optional. I've given connection. So open web dashboard is there. Both the side you have a dashboard, live camera feed. You will get control appliances. That is C3 will control appliances. Okay. Now, a very important point to remember while assembling and debugging. Few points I'm just telling you. Power separately 5 volts, 2 amp, or the batteries. Okay, for the circuit. Add capacitor 1000 microfarad between plus and minus for stability for VCC 5 volt, which is given to the camera module. Right? Common ground is important. That means the ground which you are using for this microcontroller and that microcontroller, C3 and CAM. So you have to give common ground connection. That you have to keep it in mind. Only ground. Okay. Then USB CDC on boot enabled. This is very important. This is about when you connect or program C3 at that time, and the tools, when you select board at that time, on the bottom of that, you have USB CDC on boot. You have to enable it. Otherwise, sometimes that module, it is a small module. Please remember, ESP32 small module, that is C3 module, will not work properly. And finally, you have to use 2.4 gigahertz Wi-Fi for your mobile hotspot or mobile hotspot. 2.4, don't use 5 gigahertz. So you will face this problem. So these are the points which I have to. Let's go to our lab and discuss the same thing. Okay, in the lab, again, I'm telling you, the power supply, I've given it with the help of batteries. So let's go to our lab and check out the project. We are in our lab, as you can see the setup. So first of all, I will just explain you. I will give you a demo first. Okay. So you can see on my mobile phone, I have started ESP32-CAM security dashboard. You can see one photograph is also there. That means the cam is here and the photograph will be taken. So I will just give you obstacle. So I will just, I've used a IR sensor here. Okay, instead of PIR sensor, please remember. So I will just give obstacle here and I will show you. So you can see status on and one photograph has come. Okay. At the same time, what has happened? This thing was also on. Once again, I will show you. So you can see the light, the LED also gets on. Right? The yellow LED came up and it was on. So likewise, you will get the photograph. Whenever there is an intruder, that is, the picture will be taken of that particular intruder. So second point is, I'll just bring it down. This is ESP32-CAM web server. Okay. So what I will do is I will go to another web server. Why? Because I have used another ESP also. So this is ESP32 Smart Home Security. I have used ESP32C3 module here. This is my module. Okay. So in this module, there are what are the connection? ESP32 Smart Home Security, motion status. So I'll just check whether the motion status is there or not. So now the motion status has come. You can see, and the lights have also changed. Okay. So same time, it will trigger the camera and the picture on the picture will be taken. Okay. That is one point. Second point is to this small ESP32, I have connected two relays. Two relays in a sense, I'm not showing you the relays, but I'm showing you in the form of LEDs, which can be controlled. That means home automation plus security system. So what I will do is I will just put one relay on. You can see what is the change. So one relay that is indicates the bulb, it is on. I will put second relay on. So second relay is blue, that is on. Now again, I will put it off. The first one and the second one. So likewise, this is home automation that is controlled, as well as it is controlling the camera also. Once again, you check motion status. So I'm just putting it here. It's changed. The light has come. I will show you the camera part also again. Why? Because I'm changing it. Why? Because you have different address for this device as well as for my camera device. One more thing. Again, you please check. I will just put it on. Right? Sometimes it takes time, sometimes it is now it has come. Okay, so you have to wait. And there is a manual button also over here which can take or capture the picture whenever you want. Suppose I will just click that button. Sure. Now you can see it has captured. Okay. Once again, we'll try capture. Again, it has taken. Okay, new, it will replace the new. You'll see this also. Okay, see, new picture has come. So likewise, it will work. This is a very good project. I have combined two microcontroller ESP32. I have joined, I have given command from this microcontroller with this. Why I have chosen a small? Because you can make this project on a very small casing. Like you can just adjust it in very small casing also. And you can control the relays. Very small area, you can do the things and all. Once again, please check the relays. Relay 1, 2, relay 1, 2. Right? Okay. There is an option of buzzer also I've given in this, but since the sound will not come, so I'm not given it. So one of the point that is pin number 5 is connected to buzzer, which will give you sound also. That is when the intruder comes, you will have alarm system also. I hope you like this project. If you liked it, I will share the codes for both this thing. That is for my ESP this thing also, and for my camera also. I will be sharing. And please try this project yourself. Very small. It's a very compact, and please share with your friends. Thanks. Quickly about the program. So you can see here the first one, that is smart home automation security system. That is the first INO. This is the main INO. This program will go into ESP32-C3 module, the first module. Okay. So these are the two libraries. Then you have to give your SSID password. Then you have to define the pins here. That is, what are the pins? Here, the CAM trigger pin is very important. I have taken one for triggering the CAM. That is this from here. That is ESP32 to C3 to CAM connection. We will be giving this connection. That means it will be going from pin number 9 to pin number 13 of the CAM. Okay, so this will be there. And these are all the things that as we have taken 4 buttons over here for on off. That is for controlling home appliances. And for getting the, you have to do is you have to select ESP32C3 development module. You go to tools, ESP32, and you have to select ESP32. When you go to ESP32, there is a C3 development module. Okay, so that you have to select. Then you have to select the COM port, and according to this, one more important thing, what I told you, what is very important is here when I told you that USB CDC on boot, it has to be enabled. You can see it is enabled. This is very important. Okay, usually for other microcontrollers or other boards, it will be disabled, but here you have to keep it a little bit enabled. Why? Because you're using the internal small antenna for that. So that's why sometimes you will face a problem. So that's why I've given specially about that. Okay, so now we'll go for the another port. This program, that is automation CAM. This is for your camera module. Okay, so again, these are the 3 libraries what you have to use. Password and this thing you have to give. Here you can see it is coming from trigger pin is 13 here. Okay, the previous gate was 9, that is 9 is connected to 13. Okay, so camera module, what we have used AI thinker. You have to select AI thinker, and this is very important. That is, you have to include camera pin.h. Now what is how to include camera pin.h? You can see here I have used one more camera pin.h. So these are the codes, very small codes. You can get it from your example also. That is file and ESP32 example also you will get it. Okay, example, then ESP32, and you will get HTTP example from there also. You can take it. But from here, I will be providing this module also. How this will come? There are 3 dots over here. So here you have to press it, and you have to say new tab. Okay, and then you have to name it. You have to name that is camera_pin.h. So likewise, this has to be there. These are the 2 things which will be going with the help of a camera into your camera module. So rest of the things are same. HTTP per connections and HTTP everything will be same. Why? Because the figure has to be coming, and you have one more button that is for capturing purpose. So for that, these are the code which I will be showing with you. Okay, and please remember, if you have any difficulty or this thing, any doubts, please do ask for me. I hope you like this video. Thank you very much. Thanks for watching. See you next time.